You are here because you want to see iOS 18 tips and tricks. So let's begin. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe, and the first tip and trick is that you can change the color of the icons. All you need to do is tap on an empty space, then you go to Edit, and then you go to Customize. Here you can choose between light, dark, automatic, or even tinted. In the tinted, you can choose any kind of color that you want. For example, if you want this blue, and then you can set that. You even have this eyedrop tool. You can select for a color and it will automatically select it, and you can set that. With this, you can have a bright or a dark wallpaper, and you can have small or large icons. With large icons, the text disappears from below. Number 2 is you can put the applications anywhere you want. So as you can see, if you want to put them here, you want to put them there. It's kind of like Android. You can do whatever you want on your phone. You can put the applications wherever you want. It's very good if you have a picture where you want a little space to be visible for that picture on your wallpaper. Very useful. Number 3, you can customize your control center. All you need to do is pull down on the control center and you see you have different options. You have a separate music page, you have a separate connectivity page, and you have your favorites, and you can do as many pages as you want. All you need to do is basically tap anywhere, then you can resize, and you can even add a control, any control that you want. And once you do that, you can rearrange it however you want. You want this here, you put it there. Number 4 is from icons, you can make widgets. So if you tap, for example, on your calendar app, you can see you have these new icons over here. You can select the size of the widget you want, and it will convert it automatically. Also, if you tap, then you can resize them manually, but not back to the icon. For that, you need to long tap on it and put it back as an icon. Number 4, you can lock and hide applications. If you long tap on an application, you see you can have require Face ID. You tap this, require Face ID. And from then on, you can only open this application if you have Face ID, or you can approve or authenticate yourself. Also, you can hide applications. Let's say you want to hide your Instagram application. You long tap and you say require Face ID. Over here, you have two options, require Face ID or hide and require Face ID. If you click on hide and require Face ID, then this application will be hidden and you will be able to find it in your app library here in the bottom in the hidden section that you can only open with Face ID. Number 5, you can stop recording a video. So if you go into your camera and you start recording a video, you can actually pause and continue whenever it's good for you. So let's say I started a video straight. I want to continue. I pause. I continue. And I stop. And when you play back, you will be able to see how it plays it back for you. Very simple, very easy. You can now pause in the middle of a video. You can now send messages later. So if you go into your messages, iMessage, and you click on the tap or on the plus button, you can say send later, and you can type your message. You can choose the time you want to send it. Let's say tomorrow at 9 a.m. and boom, send it. From then on, this is in your send later queue. You can continue talking with the person. It will always be down here and reminding you when you set it up for. The next one is, finally, we have more options of a tap back. Before, it was only 6 icons that we could tap back with. Now, as you can see, we can tap back with stickers or emoji. All you need to do is tap on this little emoji icon, and here you can see your frequently used. You can choose from any emoji or from any sticker that you might have. So it's great. I want to tap back with that. Done. Also, you can get very creative with your messages. Let's say you write this message and you select, for example, your name. You tap on this A and you can choose an animation. And then you send and you have this animated message. Also, sometimes it offers it for you. Sup? You can already put in the animation and you send it. If you go into the calculator, in the calculator, finally, we have a delete button. So over here, you can delete whatever number you just put in. You don't need to restart. Then if you go into this little calculator button down here, you say convert, and you can convert anything. Dollars to euros, data, energy, force, length, for example, centimeters to feet. There you go, 100 centimeters, 3.28 feet. Very easy, very simple. The next one over here still is math notes. Math notes is really cool because it helps you solve math, use variables, and basically do calculations. Now what you can do is you can actually draw your calculations. Let's say you do 2 plus 2 equals 4. Very cool. You can do more complex calculations too. Let's say 5, the root of 5 equals, there you go. And it tries to do it in your handwriting. So it's pretty awesome. You can do more complex calculations. This is math notes. This is fantastic with an iPad and a pencil. The next thing is, as you can see, we have a new application, which is the Passwords app. In the Passwords app, you are greeted with all of your passwords, passkeys, codes, and everything that you might have. A very cool thing that you can do over here is you can set up a QR code for your Wi-Fi. All you need to do is go to your Wi-Fi, click on the Wi-Fi that you're connected to, and then show a network QR code. When you do that, you'll have a QR code that anyone can scan and automatically connect to your Wi-Fi. The next one is in Safari. Let's say you are reading on Safari an article or something and it's full of ads or it's full of distracting items. There's a very easy way to delete distracting items. So all you need to do is click on this little button and then you say hide distracting items, and you can select any item and hide it forever, and it will never come back, even if you refresh the page. Et voila. You don't want this advertisement over here. All you need to do, hide distracting item, hide, and done. And if you refresh, it is not there anymore. It's a fantastically useful feature. There are accessibility features too. So if you go into your settings, in settings, you go to accessibility. The first one is motion and show vehicle motion cues. Vehicle motion cues are basically these dots. Whenever your phone moves, these dots move as well. So when you're in a vehicle, then let's say they give gas, these start moving backwards. If they brake, these start moving forwards, because a lot of people get sick when they are in the car and they're looking at their phone. These dots help against that. So it's very, very useful. I suggest turning these on to automatic. It will automatically detect if you're in a vehicle and will put these on the screen. It will help your motion sickness. The other one is eye tracking. Eye tracking is really cool. You can turn on eye tracking. Then all you need to do is follow the dots as it moves around. It will calibrate to your eye, and then you can control your phone with your eyes. It's still a work in progress, but it's pretty cool. I'm not going to set it up, but you can, so try it out. The Notes application got a pretty nifty feature too. If you click on this little paperclip, you can record audio now. So in any note, you can just create your actual note or voice note. And the best thing about this is when you're done, you just pause, done. You can actually see the transcript of that note. So you can check on what was actually said. You go into a meeting, you don't need to take meeting notes anymore because everything will be transcribed for you. For the old boys, T9 dialing is back. Let's say you want to type in Joe, so that's J-O-E. As you can see, the number comes up based on Joe. And that is not the number, that is the T9 dialing number. Pretty cool. I don't know who's going to use this, but it's a tip and trick. The Photos application has changed, and if you go into your photos and you pull down, then you see this filter option over here. You can actually filter by a lot of things: edited photos, videos, screenshots. You can sort by recently added or date captured, and you can even choose the view options, how you want to view these photos. It's very robust. The filter options are down here, these arrows. Number 18 is now the Calendar app and the Reminders app are combined. Well, they're still separate, but in the Calendar app, if you click on plus, you can actually add reminders as well, and they will show up in your calendar. So if you add a reminder in your reminders application, you will be able to see it in your calendar on which day it is scheduled for. Super useful. You can create calendar events or reminders in your calendar. And finally, one last bonus thing is if you go into your settings and you go to your wallpaper and you go add new wallpaper, there's a really cool new iOS 18 wallpaper in the collections. In the first one, this is a dynamic wallpaper that changes color based on the time of day. I suggest you try this out. It's really cool. And while you are here, as you can see, you can change these icons as well. So if you click, you can remove the flashlight, you can remove the camera, and you can put any app you want over here with the open app, and you can choose which app you want to open from there. Let's say I want the calendar, and over here, I want to switch between light and dark mode. These are controls or opening applications. You go add, set wallpaper pair. And then when you're on your lock screen, you can see the calendars here. The light and the dark mode is also available. So let's open the calendar and we are in light mode. As you can see, all the icons are light. So these are 18 tips and tricks. If you have more tips and tricks, hit me down in the comment section below. Let me know why you are enjoying iOS 18. Until my next video, stay safe and hang loose.